I grew up around my 6 cousins, watching them grow and getting to be a part of it all and giving them what they need, but at the same time it gives you what you need. Every day there's something, big or little. As a child, nobody in my family, like as far as my mom's children, have ever had a job, not alone a long-term one. When I lived with my mom, it was all like government money. Nobody really worked. It was a lot easier to just work the minimum and get food stamps so you knew you had food. When I was 18, I had my first child and stayed with the dad. We had 2 more kids and got into some drugs, actually. It wasn't what I ever wanted to do. I never had the intention of using drugs. I did some time for it, but that wasn't who I wanted to be, and that wasn't who I should be. It wasn't fair to my kids. It wasn't fair to the grandparents. I didn't know what I was getting into. People that don't talk about it are the ones that keep relapsing. So, to this day, I'm 11 years sober. I got a job, a real job that was a hard-working job that I had to be accountable to. Went to work every day and I did meetings, but other than that, I just, every day, just worked for the kids. I didn't want to be on assistance. I wanted to go do it on my own. But I also have my 10-year anniversary coming up from Applebee's. Definitely kind of like my comfort zone. I got approved for some houses they were building called Crown Housing, and then that's when I met my husband. I was like, okay, well, we're getting married, we have to move out. So I gave up my housing, I paid out my contract, and then I didn't feel it was right to stay there when there was other people that were on a waiting list, really long waiting list, if we could get together and get out on our own. Our goal was to just buy a house. We kept driving by this one because of the size of it. And I called the guy and he's like, oh, unfortunately, it just rented. He called me back that night and said, can you be in on the 1st? I was like, okay, whatever I gotta do, I'm gonna make it happen. I had done paycheck advances to get that money at the beginning. So that's what set us back financially, because we went from living in an apartment where the utilities were pretty consistent every month to now it's $250 for electric, $250 for gas, plus you pay water, plus you pay for trash. Everything's all separate, but our goal was to make a house for our kids and have the room they needed. We work, and we work a lot, and we don't get any assistance anymore, and you still come up short. It's never fun or easy to say, hey, I need help. I'm not where I want to be. It sucks to have to ask for help, but if you can truly show them why you need it, then I'm glad there's a program that can help you. Everyday people need help sometimes. I think it's amazing that as long as some people have that opportunity to get help when they need it, to know that there's somewhere that is willing to help you. And it doesn't take that much. $1, even for someone that when I was at my lowest low as far as money, you can afford $1. That would provide a lot of assistance for emergencies. The sacrifices that I've made now is me trying to make up for the ones that I chose to let my kids down on. So that's just part of what I needed to do personally. Now I've actually accomplished something that even growing up I never thought, oh, I need to go buy a house and get a real job, or is something that I want my kids to see as a necessity, I guess. I'm truly like the first one to ever be off assistance. I'm gonna be our first one to ever own a house. All them stereotypes that you've been around, you can be like, I'm not one of those.